Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this evolutionary high of an uprise happening at this time. So Spirit has put into my heart to speak about something in regards to, I guess, maybe someone needs to hear this. And so here it goes. I guess this ties into from the other day about just staying your own lane and having to overly emphasize for this month, I guess, the importance of minding your own business. And I'm not saying it in an attitude fueled kind of way or like any kind of like bitter taint of a seed. It's just that for whatever it is that we're going to align with and breed and manifest into our reality, minding our business is key in terms of especially the people that are surrounding us at this time that might be of a great influence of some kind in our lives, especially if this is in anything that has to do with any kind of romantic notions. And it doesn't even have to be that either. It just has to do with, you know, anybody that you are being that you are closest to. Sometimes we tend to allow the unhealthy parts of our conditioning to filter through this spectrum and create unhealthy thought patterns that start to come up, where it allows you to be played with, mental state of playing, where, you know, you start to think that, you know, that it's okay because you feel this type of way, that it, you know, to go this kind of way. And it just opens the doors to just like low vibe kind of like fear-based mindset realities to trickle into space, because you are you are trying to control still in that kind of state of being, when you allow the mind to get you into some kind of crazed level of thinking or being, especially when it's involving other people. People think that, you know, because they know best, even if they're intuitive, or because they think they know, they can see. When you're emotionally invested in anything, if you can't third party observe or remove yourself from any kind of situation, emotionally bound, then you have to be open to the idea that the thoughts that come into your mind in regards to anything that is emotionally charging you at this time, most likely misaligned. Disruption of spirit, you know? And how anybody else feels about you, thinks about you, opinionates, it's none of your concern. Unless they're like, you know, unless they're all in your grill, you know. But for the most part, what other people do, harmony here existing too, because of victory and success, you got to be mindful at best to the disruptions that can come up that are mostly, I find it like it's mental. Like what's being highlighted here for me, even just at this time, is this state of being, this mind. And it's like controlling the body, controlling the parts of oneself. Look at it, it's all broken down into different parts. Like, you know, the tower being rebuilt. This is the equivalent of the tower. You know, disrupting, causing us to jump lanes that don't even have anything to do with ourselves. Or maybe it does, but you want it to. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's just like, you know, thinking about like other people too, and getting so caught up in another person's life that you're not even focused on your own, you know? This one's going to be short and sweet. It's just what Spirit had put on to me to remind you to stay your lane and focus on yourself as of right now. Right now is all you have for your today, for your tomorrow. Never mind, you know, anything else about anybody else. Focus on yourself at this time. That is going, yes, so stop it. Stop whatever it is that you're doing, and that has you like all over the place in search of answers or information or wanting to know, especially if I'm getting love, especially in regards to anything that has to do with relationships. It ain't none of your concern. And you might be like, what do you mean it's none of my concern? It's none of your concern. You are not, no, nobody is anybody's property. Just because you date, or just because you're getting to know, or just because you're friends with someone, just because you're family, just because you have a lover, husband, wife, whatever the case may be, they are not your property. And especially if we're aligning with the energies of just free. Love is free. You don't own nobody, and nobody owes you anything. You know? It's one of the most toughest pills to swallow, especially when you want to know. Take it from me. I want to know everything. And I'm like, Spirit, I want to know. You know? The search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. Like, if that is the case, if you find yourself like on some mental kind of like trapped in state that has you like all over the place, especially in regards to another person, you need to go on in, because that's not healthy, and that should definitely not be attached to anybody else. And it's not anybody else's responsibility to make you not feel that type of way. You know? This one says, say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry to yourself. You know? The masculine and feminine divine existing within you has to be balanced for anything that's going to come out and emerge healthy and true for you in any kind of state, and anything that is beneath that, lower vibing in that kind of state. And you can tell by the imbalance of your neurotic kind of ways when you get into that kind of state of place, then you should be thinking for the greater good of the whole, that you should allow these triggers to create for you the inspiration to want to create that balance inside yourself, instead of projecting that all onto somebody else, as if it's their job to make you happy, as if it is their job to tell you everything that they're doing, as if it is their job to like have to like to check in, as if it's their job to have to like make sure that you're not feeling some type of way. What kind of create is that? Okay, I'm gonna end this. So maybe you needed to hear this. Maybe you needed to like refocus. Focus on your dreams of abundance. What is abundance to you? It's not just about relationships too. What is feeling abundant to you at this time? Do not get lost into the watery realms of emotions and fear-based minds that have habits that are being triggered to come to the surface, so that you can see the unhealthy parts and the layers that need to be like picked up and like uprooted, and new roots need to be placed, new seeds need to be placed that are going to be more in alignment with like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, clearing away the obstacles, protection, and guidance. Your answers are within. What you seek is seeking you within. Knock. Ask. ye shall receive. But to be so overly obsessed about outside external things, especially other people outside of you, you see, that's just distraction. That's keeping you from the center of your own being. Check yourself, please. This even goes for me. In terms of control. Fear. Lack thereof mentality. When you are desperate, longing, or like on some like neurotic kind of vibe, that only tells the universe that you don't have in your life what it is that you want. So how is it that you're going to, in alignment, bring that to you? If you are exuding the energies that are coming from you, because you're the frequency of that. You're the vibration that creates that energy that goes rippling out into our shared universe, creating realities for you that come off your frequency and vibes. You know what I'm saying? So the temptation to get caught up in habits that do not serve you. What sacrifice are you gifting to yourself for the greater good of this entire whole that will birth to you the light that is bright within you, gifting yourself the recognition and reward that is sought after internally here. Imagine being so centered in peace, in love, self-love. From here, the desperation doesn't surface from that point of space, of place. Welcoming transformation. Ultimate material harvest. And those cards see the light. Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is I on this evolutionary high. I hope this message resonated with you at this time. If you found yourself here, maybe this was the message that you needed to hear to get your focus on yourself, my dears, because you are beautiful. And there's so much evolution in you that is trickling through that you need to focus on too. When you focus on you, what you think will energize your way. The very same desperation of attention that you want to be sent your way, that you desire to receive. But you try to feel those things from within your own being. You see? Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Ooh. You know? So, that was good. In. Gotta go in to it. Gotta go into it. Gotta go into it. Gonna require some patience from you, my dears. Okay? It's coming up again. It's even all in the middle, center. I'm just like seeing the center zone. Sun. Here we go. Green. Abundance. Heart chakra. Soul. Crown chakra. Bread. Earth. When you sacrifice, watch how fast everything's gonna go. Accelerated motion. So now you know.